Alright, so we're gonna do a vlog, the fourth one. On first period, I have a peer tutor, Michaela. I did a puzzle with her. On second period, the warm-up is about 4 parentheses 5 plus 2 minus 4. Miss Burkhead talked about order of operations. I did that work. On third period, we wrote and corrected from Roald Dahl, and I listened to the audio book Every Fallen Star. On fourth period, we did the scientific method guided notes. We filled observation, question, hypothesis, and experimental design. On advisory in fifth period, Ms. Fox talked about character brain dump, Furia. On sixth period, Mr. Skis talked about medium versus media versus the media. Categories of media, traditional media, digital media. Convergence. My media life assignment. On seventh period, Ms. Cooper talked about Stone Age. I did that assignment. That's all. Alright, so we're gonna do a vlog today. Let's start. On first period, I cleaned up the cafeteria. I put the trays and utensils that were in the box. My peer tutor, Michaela. On second period, the warm-up is what is perimeter. I did the order of operations dissectivity. On third period, I wrote and corrected a quote from Joseph B. Worth. Ms. Cooper talked about social commentary. I wrote a writing prompt about our future world. On fourth period, I finished my scientific method. I wrote the blanks about paper airplanes that fit in the hypothesis, and I made paper airplanes. On fifth period, an advisory, we have a substitute teacher, Mr. Hetty. 2 students talked about the book Furia. On sixth period, Mr. Skis talked about examples of media. Convergence, we finished my media life assignment. He showed everyone's work. On seventh period, I did the quiz, the history quiz, the world history quiz. I chose the civilization, Inca, in Peru. That's all. Alright, so we're gonna do a vlog today. On first period, I put the trays and utensils in the cafeteria. I told Michaela about the rules and guidelines. On second period, the warm-up is about car dealership. I continued with the order of operations. I did the work. Ms. Burkhead talked about the order of operations errors. On third period, I wrote and corrected a quote from Roy T. Bennett. I listened to chapter 15 about Every Fallen Star. On fourth period, I did the experiment about paper airplanes. I wrote my conclusion of hypothesis, and I turned in my work in. On fifth period, an advisory, I had a substitute, and the principal, Dr. Brown, the principal. The students talked about character strong. On sixth period, Mr. Skis continued to look at other people's my media life. He talked about early history of media and Socrates viewing and writing. On 7th period, I did the Ancient Civilizations project. That's all. Alright, so we're gonna do a vlog. On 1st period, I did the same thing as yesterday. On 2nd period, the warm-up is 4x plus 4 equals 24, and 15 minus x equals 4, like last year's integrated math 1. I finished the scavenger hunt. On 3rd period, I wrote and corrected the quote from Barbara and Angela. I got registered to the Infinite Campus. On 4th period, I got caught up on science fiction and social commentary. I did the variables and constants. I did half of it. On 5th period and advisory, I have a substitute teacher, Mr. Brady. He's a really old man. I went to the sophomore class meeting. The principals and the assistant principals talked about the tardies, dress code, buses, athleticism, activities, athleticism, lunch, etc. On 6th period, the prompt is true or fiction. Mr. Skis talked about the important dates in early media history, like 62,000 BC, 3,000 BCE, 1,000 BCE, 105 AD CE. During the first millennium CE. 1040 CE and 1446 CE. On 7th period, I did the project notes with Miss Cooper. That's all. Alright, so I'm gonna do a vlog for a little bit. Okay. On 1st period, I had a substitute teacher named Mr. Norton. I did a fish puzzle. On 2nd period, the warm-up is what tastes better than it smells. I did the order of operations in Kahoot. I was upset that I didn't get the problems right. If I try to do my best and not to get upset when I didn't get the problems right. On 3rd period, I wrote and corrected a quote from Maya Angelou. I did the common lit assignment called A Sound of Thunder. In 4th period, I did the 3 scientific methods. On 5th period in advisory, we have a substitute teacher, Mrs. Kelly. The students talked about lead. The spots will be back next week. On 6th period, we had a fire drill. The prompt is about message. Mr. Skis talked about early media history group assignment. That is only one person in each group. What was going on in the world from 1500 to 1900 and 1500 CE. On 7th period, I did the world map and compass rose. That's all.